Hey guys, what's going on? It's Fun Guy here. We got a new review today, so let's just jump right into it. So guys, The Flash has finally sped his way back into our lives, and we finally got to see episode 11 of season 3, and it was so epic. It was cool to see Jason Murillo, aka The Plunder, in there throughout multiple times in the episode, because we found out how scared Barry was of the future, and I kind of suspected that the way Barry didn't catch the Plunder the way he was supposed to. What happened at the beginning of the episode was kind of cool, the way Barry did that really cool vortex thing with his arm. That was awesome because I've never seen him produce a vortex like that just took all of the oxygen out of the room to prevent an explosion from happening. We also find out that Barry is having nightmares about when Savitar kills Iris, and I wouldn't blame him. I'd be having nightmares too if I saw like an evil speedster kill the woman that I love. I love the fact that Barry just took the liberty without Iris's consent. Oh yeah, that was totally great. How he just, without her consent, decorated the entire apartment by himself in a speedster-like fashion. And Iris is like, oh, I really love it. I know deep down inside she was thinking, oh, Barry, why did you do this? We do get to see Caitlin with a little bit of her Killer Frost vibe because her cuffs are going dead and they're trying to figure out how to keep away how to keep away from Killer Frost, how to charge her cuffs, and how to keep her powers from really taking over. If you remember, a couple of trailers ago for the episode called Killer Frost, there was a trailer for Killer Frost where Caitlin says that Killer Frost is inside her, but she's angry. Now, we didn't actually see that scene in the episode of Killer Frost, so we know that eventually Killer Frost will come out, even though they're trying to prevent that from happening all in all. Whatever the case may be with Caitlin, hopefully they can change the events of the future so she doesn't become Killer Frost, or so that she has her powers, but she doesn't use them for evil intent, because as you remember in the headline, one of the headlines did say Killer Frost still at large when they buy Back to the Future. That is something else I want to talk about. That brings me to my next topic, them vibing to the future. That was really cool. How we got to see, I thought they were just going to see everything that happened all over again, but we got to see the future Barry get thrown out of the Speed Force, and we got to see the whole event happen again. However, there was one change to the future. HR was on top of the roof with some kind of weird pistol. Maybe he was trying to stop Savitar from murdering Iris, or my second theory is HR was trying to, make himself useful in a way, or trying to prove himself useful in some sort of way. At the end of this episode, well, we're still on this topic, but at the end of the episode, we see that Star Labs Museum is finally up and running. It is very successful, but that brings me to this point. On the headlines in the future, one of them says Star Labs Museum closes. So this event that happened when Cisco brought the elementary school or whatever, it started Star Labs Museum, and that brought the thought to my head. This started the event. Now, Star Labs Museum is eventually going to close. So, that event will eventually happen. Which brings me to Cisco's hologram. I love Cisco's hologram. How after Cisco fixed it, it was cool. But it was funny seeing HR try and make a hologram of Cisco. And the way he was talking, I hope my love of science, he's like a freaking robot, I hope my love of science will inspire you. And I was just laughing so hard at that part because HR tried so hard to make a perfect hologram. And it's finally official. Wally West is officially the Kid Flash. He was all over the news and he was kicking butt and everybody was like, Kid Flash, Kid Flash, Kid Flash. And I was like, oh, Wally, do your thing, man. The part that really got me laughing was after the beginning of the episode where Barry did that cool vortex thing, Wally was just like, oh, I gotta go to breakfast with my dad. Then he ran, stuck his costume on Barry's freaking mannequin, and then just ran out like nothing. And Barry's like, that's my mannequin. That's where my suit goes. So hopefully and eventually they will come up with two mannequins, one for Wally's suit and one for Barry's suit. At the end of this episode, guys, we found Kid Flash. Kid Flash finally, like I said, he is official, and they changed one event leading up to Iris's death. They changed They changed Plunder caught by the Flash, and they changed it to Plunder caught by the Kid Flash. So that is one event successfully changed. Hopefully we can change every other event leading up to that. The housewarming was great, guys. We saw everybody bring a present, including Julian, who is officially part of Team Flash. That's right, freaking Malfoy is now part of Team Flash, helping everybody catch freaking metahumans. All I have to say is the ending of this episode was great, guys. I have no complaints, I have no gripes. I really have nothing to say other than the ending was great. So that's all I have for this video, guys. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with all your Flash friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for everything superhero related on this channel. Until next time, I am It's Fun Guy, and I'll catch you on the flip side.